Greetings! It is the last day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, and we have a new year that will be starting, depending on where you are, in the matter of hours. Potentially it's already happened for some of you on the other side of the globe, so Happy New Year. And you know, this is one of the bigger holidays sort of celebrated around the world, and I wanted to take a moment to share some perspective and to say hello and steam on. It is super cold here, as it probably is for many of you this time of year, and yet for some of you, maybe like Lou Cipher down there in Cancun, it's still a beautiful day for shorts and a swim in the ocean. Some margaritas on the beach. For me, it's one of the coldest days that we get here. It's 25 degrees right now. We've got frost all over everything. It's gonna get down to about 15 tonight, which is about as cold as it ever gets here. So, you know, that's kind of fun. And if you know much about how I live, living here in the Garden of living here in the Garden of Eden, living super simply, super naturally, super sustainably. You know, still going outside to piss and shit every time I gotta piss and shit. There's no indoor toilets, so that means, you know, pissing and shitting in 15-degree weather, which is exciting and awesome. Keeps you young, keeps you tough, keeps you alive. You know, we don't have any really sort of heated showers or baths, so that means either no showers or, you know, like I did last night, a warm sort of washcloth bath with some water heated on a wood-burning stove. You know, we've got our outdoor kitchen, so we do still a lot of cooking. In fact, got some grilled cheeses being made out there right now. So, you know, so for a lot of people, this would be sort of intolerable, you know, really low class living. But, you know, for me, even though it's not necessarily the most comfortable way of living, it is very enjoyable. But mostly it's super enjoyable because I feel good about it, because I feel like it's honorable. I feel like it's responsible. I feel like it's conscious, you know, super sustainable. It's taking consideration for the bigger picture of not just myself, not just my family, not just my community, not just all of humanity, but all of Earth, every species, every creature on Earth. And I've talked about that before, you know, that I really care about all the bugs, all the birds, all the animals. And I feel like they're extremely important, you know. What would you be without the plants? It wouldn't be a human, that's for sure. Humans wouldn't exist without the plants. You know, the oceans, the bugs, the birds, all those things. We need those things. They're part of the ecosystem, part of the whole. So, you know, without getting too far into that, because, you know, obviously really most people don't care too much. You know, I'm fine with difference. What I really want to focus on is that I'm extremely grateful for this year. It's been an amazing year. One of the highlights of my year was SteemFest 2 in Portugal. Lisboa is one of the most amazing cities that I've ever been to. Definitely one of my favorites. It's the second oldest city in Europe, only behind Athens. Super exciting. So, you know, again, I've given out lots of, you know, thanks to Roland for that, but just another thanks, you know, super amazing. I'm already excited about SteemFest 3, as I know almost everybody is that went to SteemFest 2. Making progress with Eden 2.0, so that's extremely exciting. But mostly, I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm just grateful to be me. I'm grateful for life itself. I'm grateful for the infinite opportunity that exists. And you know, I've talked about this before as well, which is something that I like to keep reiterating, is that really the truth is that anything is possible. Anything is possible, and yeah, some things are more realistic, more practical than other things, but ultimately everything is possible, especially when you start getting into, you know, quantum physics and things of this nature. multiple dimensions, universes within universes, parallel timelines, right? This is real stuff. Sci-fi has been pointing to it for a long time, and as we know, sci-fi has also proven many other things, over the course of time. So, again, regardless of whether you believe in that, factually or scientifically or philosophically or not at all, miracles are real. Even things that we think are not realistic or possible are possible. And I've come a long way in my life. Just to give you a little clue, when I was, a teenager, I was so, well, really my whole childhood, in fact, I was so terribly shy. I hated even my birthdays because it was too much attention, right? So I didn't even want parties, hated going to restaurants, and like one of the most terrifying things was going to a restaurant and, having them sing me happy birthday. It was a horrible, horrible experience. The only class I ever failed in high school was speech class. And I failed speech class because I was literally too terrified to give a speech. And yeah, I mean, it was really terrifying. So I've come a long way, right? I've faced my greatest fears. And now, I'm on stage in front of hundreds of Steemians at SteemFest, on my knees, crying. So I've come a long way, and there's lots of stories. I'm not the only one that has stories of that nature. So, to bring this vlog to a close, because I know people have short attention spans, and I'm super boring. To put this to a conclusion here, to a close, I'm super grateful for being alive, and this whole like New Year's resolution thing. It's great to make resolutions, but number one, as been proven, most New Year's resolutions fail in a very quick amount of time. And more importantly, if there's something important to you, right, don't wait till New Year's to make a decision, to make a commitment, right? Every day, every moment of every day, ask yourself, what is important to me? What do I want out of my life? How can I make my life a better place? How can I make the world a better place? And do something right now. Do something right now and recommit, re-question every single day, every single day. You don't need New Year's. And if at some point in time, something that you thought was important to you, becomes no longer important, you don't have to feel guilty or shameful, right, for, making a new decision, right, for change. Change is a part of life. So, if you make a, decision, don't feel guilty about giving up on it, but at the same time, if something is important to you, right, if something is actually important to you, like being healthy, for example, it's of the utmost importance. I highly recommend making choices in this new year and right now and tomorrow and every day henceforth to put health as a priority and to do things to support and nurture your health. You don't need New Year's to do that. You can do that every day. Every day, every moment of every day is an opportunity. And if there are things in your life that you don't agree with, that you don't like, that feel wrong, right? Unplug, get out, and create a new world. Bless, and steam on.